Best practice versus good practice. During this section, I will be describing important definitions about service management and give examples of the concepts I will be describing. First, it is better to define best practice and good practice. We described in our previous lecture that ITIL is actually a set of best practices for IT service management. The distinction between best practice and good practice is: best practices are proven activities or processes that have been successfully used by multiple organizations but not yet become common industry practice. On the other hand, good practices are practices that are in wide industry use. They are best practices that have been commonly applied. It will be better to illustrate this distinction better in your mind. Let's say that there has been a successful innovation in the industry. There are several organizations in the industry, and multiple organizations started to adopt this innovation. Then, this is an example of best practice. Note that successful innovations gradually become best practices. During time, if these best practices are adopted by the majority of the organizations in the industry, then this is an example of good practice. Best practices quickly become good practices, and these become generally recognized principles in the industry respectively. Actually, good practices are what we make of best practices. During this lecture, I described the distinction between best practice and good practice. During the next lecture, I will be giving definitions of service, IT service, service management, and IT service management, respectively.